If you think you are alone while you are sleeping, you are quite mistaken. Many deny the basic fact that miracles happen, let alone escape the miraculousness of dreams themselves. What is causing those dreams? Well, it's not a mere subconsciousness. It is not from the subconsciousness which is not fully aware. Since when you're dreaming, you are becoming fully aware, since your eyeballs, if you're REM sleeping, are going like this, and your whole brain is being used. So playing with your brain there, you could call those demons. It's the move nightmare and or dream eater. If you are very well aware of your own self, you'll notice that when you do something during the day, and if you have a dream at night that is very similar to that, it is not a coincidence of any sort. If one is full of themselves and has that perception and what that entails of how you see things, then yes, obviously you will think that those dreams have nothing to do with anything but yourself. In such a way, versus there are things trying to mess with yourself. So every neighborhood most likely has a band of demons called the soul druggers. And while you are so-called sleeping, or by yourself supposedly, they are playing many songs, and using your soul for many of their movies most likely. Only a fool would say that it is a mere coincidence that over 50% of Americans have night terrors of strange dark figures choking them in their sleep. It is obviously the ugly side of demons, yet they sort of have a weird fun side at times. If you really care about the nature of dreams, essentially it's really just what's going on around you, just with more stuff. Demons are just advanced players that can do more stuff than you. If you are conditioned in a certain way, then most certainly you will not be able to tell what you are doing when you are sleeping or what's going on around you. Hence a passionate life of many sorts and forms. To explain the philosophy of a demon or an evil spirit, essentially their leader and themselves, they try to take over the kingdom of heaven, and now they live in fantasies of God himself, to avoid what actually happened and what will happen eventually. It's in the Gospel of Mark, when the demons ask the Son of God to allow them to torture swine, basically, he gives them permission. They are doing when the Son of God is not around is up to them. So with their fall before the fall of man, they have a lot of time to kill. One way to see a demon is to imagine a black force with mirrors all around it. And to describe the joy of a demon, essentially anything that is true, they will do the complete opposite in any way possible to avoid that truth. They will do literally anything but what God says. Hence the amazing paradox of, well, how could a demon exist if they are a force of irrationality? The usage of the scapegoat is quite helpful. For a while, essentially it is to pass your shit onto someone else. When it comes to an angel versus a demon, this is a good physical representation. So you have the angel who is very well trained and skilled and knows exactly what it is doing, what they are doing, and will know what the demon will do. When the demon has nothing left, all they could do is look at something and point, or say something immediately to make themselves feel better. Try and space-time the angel into a dark future of some sort. The other extraordinary, interesting fact about demons are that they once knew God in such a way that God himself explained to them, hey, if you do this, then this will happen. The book of Jude essentially says that the angels disobeyed God, and God would cast them into gloomy chains of darkness. Imagine being in that scenario where you actually did that and are stuck with that. That's why they love to drug other souls. Get to have fun with some while they are supposedly sleeping and by themselves. Sophisticated demonical arts will be optical illusions of some sort. Another fun aspect of demons is the game Among Us. Now, a good question is, who is us? Because us has many forms. Your boss at work could be a demon. They love controlling others. While they love doing things in darkness, the true love of it is to avoid what is true. James 2:19. Even demons fear God and know that He is one. The force of darkness is quite the coping mechanism. The suggestion here then is to follow the way of an angel, worship God with all that you are, and not to worship a demon who wants to drag your soul to hell. If you let them, then obviously they will have something to cling to. And obviously many have let them. It's the kill count of death. So to love God or hell.